Funny how when you're really ill, the bills do not stop. Your rent, your mortgage, your credit card bills, they don't care if you're in a coma in the hospital. They just keep coming. This is our third video in our series for seniors on the four most important things to do before you get really sick. And this is about planning your finances so that even if you are incapacitated and unconscious, the bills will get paid and you can concentrate on getting well.
We never know when we really are going to get sick or for how long. Unfortunately, the older we get, the odds against us increase. John and I can both attest to that. In our first two videos, we shared our advice on the medical side of things, including having an advanced medical directive and a trusted primary care physician. I hope you'll watch them. Now, when it comes to your finances, the answer is simple, but the details are really important. Are you the primary financier in the family? Do you handle most of the money? What happens if you get so sick you can't pay the bills? Our advice? Give someone you trust your financial power of attorney before you get sick. They'll be your legal agent, responsible for paying your bills and managing your finances while you're incapacitated. Here's a few examples of important functions your agent, authorized by a financial power of attorney document, can take care of for you while you're incapacitated. They can deal with unplanned medical expenses, create an emergency fund, manage legal and financial decisions, prevent financial exploitation, and preserve financial independence and family resources.
Let's talk about choosing your agent as well as reasons to limit their authority, of course, in writing. Now, if you're married, the most common choice would be your spouse for your financial agent. But don't think that marriage automatically grants them full control of your personal finances. If you have a joint checking account, of course, your spouse would continue to have access to that. But anything else, whether it's a bank account, investment account, or other financial asset, may very well likely require a written power of attorney to give them access and control.
Whether you're married or not, there are lots of other people you may trust more and want to consider to give them your financial power of attorney. For instance, an adult child, a business partner, a trusted relative, your family attorney, or your regular accountant. If you have no family, find a good local lawyer or accountant.
Now, whomever you choose as your financial agent, we've got a few important suggestions. First, make sure that you can trust them to carry out your wishes. You should accurately assess their capability and experience with money and finance. Do they have the skill set needed? They will be spending your money after all, and they may be making decisions for you that risk your money. Also, make sure that they're totally conversant with how you manage your money and move it between accounts. Don't just give them a list of account numbers.
Boy, is that important. And by the way, don't forget to give them the passwords on your accounts. Uh, big deal. We all do different things differently, of course. A good example was when I went to the hospital last year. My wife was fully authorized on all of our accounts, but was not aware of how and when I regularly moved money from our investments into our daily checking account, for instance, to pay our bills. It was not a big problem because I was not unconscious and I could talk her through it. But imagine if I wasn't. It could have been a big problem.
Boy, is that true. Here's something interesting. Did you know that you can have more than one financial agent with your power of attorney?
For instance, you may assign one person responsibility over your checking account and limit their authority to only paying your monthly bills. Then assign another person to have authority over your investments, and maybe even yet a third person to transfer funds and file taxes. In each case, you'll spell out very clearly what their duties and responsibilities are, as well as any limitations.
Great point, Art. Depending on how complicated your finances are, you may want to consider more than one agent. When you give someone your financial power of attorney, be sure to discuss all the details with them beforehand. Think about all the places and institutions where you have accounts to which they will need access. There's lots of possibilities. For instance, checking and savings, automated bill paying systems. To my mind comes PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, things like that. Pension and retirement funds, safe deposit boxes, brokerage accounts, and of course, don't forget your Social Security account.
Also, make sure your financial agent is in touch with your medical agents. They should know each other and work as a team to meet your goals in the event you get so sick you can't take care of yourself.
Be sure to review your choices occasionally, both the people you've chosen and the financial expectations that you've given them. People change, times change, and your goals and desires might change as well.
This is only one of 4 videos for seniors on what to do before you get sick. Please watch them all. And remember, you're healthy until you're not.
For more on Celebrating Act Two, visit our webpage, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tell your friends. Celebrating Act Two is the user manual for the second half of your life.